Hi guys, my name is Lian and welcome to my YouTube channel. For my first video, I posted this question sticker on my Instagram story and on my Twitter and my Facebook My Day so that you can ask me different questions about myself and my opinions about certain topics. And I'm actually delighted that I received a lot more questions than I originally expected, and today I'll be answering them all. Also, just a disclaimer, everything that I'm going to say today are just my opinion and I am not forcing you to have the same standard as me, and if you believe otherwise, then that's okay. That's completely fine and I have nothing against it or against you. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. What inspired you to start your YouTube channel? Well, I started watching international and local vloggers in year 2016 and I've always aspired to become one since then, but I never really found the time because I was still a student back then and it wasn't really my priority. I had a lot on my plate before, and yeah, so after that I just lost the determination or the will, and that was until this quarantine has started. And when I started to collaborate with different local brands, some of the brand influencers and friends that I've met online, they also have their own YouTube channel, and at first I was just supporting them until I realized that I might just give it a try, and who knows, I might love doing it. So here I am. Para sa aning YouTube channel mo, what is your channel going to be about? Well, right now I don't have a lot of content ideas in mind, but I think it will be about me, of course, about my personal life or opinion about certain topics that I want to share to you guys, and I'm looking forward to learn from you, or you might learn a thing or two from me. And I also want to widen my platform so in that way I can have a wider reach of audience for my advocacy. Go-to makeup and favorite makeup product or products. My go-to makeup, the only products that I apply on my face on a normal day when I go out are brow gel or brow pencil, gel-based tints or clay blushes, because I feel like it's very efficient to use since a single product can already be applied on your eyes, cheeks, and lips, and you can carry them easily. And powder, that's all. Also sometimes highlighter. My favorite makeup product, I have a lot actually, but I feel like if I could only use a single product for the rest of my life, I think it has to be clay blushes. And my current favorite for more than a year now is their Self Beauty's clay blushes. I swear they are so worth the purchase and I'm in love with the packaging and the product itself. Describe your style in 3 words. Comfortable, easy, and simple. I'm not the type of person who prepares the clothes that I'm gonna wear prior to the day that I'm gonna wear it. I just get what the first thing that I see in my closet. So I keep on wearing the same set of clothes most of the times, even though I have tons of clothes. I just wear what I feel like I'm comfortable in. Also, if it is appropriate to wherever I'm going or what occasion I'll be attending. So yeah, most of the times actually I dressed so baduy. So yeah, not a fashion guru though. Skincare. Well, I only wash my face twice a day. The first is when I take a bath, and the second and last is before I sleep. I don't wash my face the moment that I wake up because I feel like your skin is more prone to have breakouts during that time, though I'm not sure if that's legit, but that's what I've always believed in ever since I was in college. So I don't wash my face the moment that I wake up unless I'm going to take a bath the moment that I wake up in the morning. Also, I'm not a fan of face mask. I love using them, but I feel like it costs me a lot because you can only use it once and then you're just gonna dispose them after. Though I've also used peel off mask. Wait, I'm gonna show you. It's here. So yeah, this one I'm also using this sometimes because I feel lazy using this, because you're just gonna leave it on your face for about 10 to 15 minutes and then you still have to peel it off, and I feel like it already cost too much of my time. So after I wash my face at night, I just put on some moisturizer and I use lip balm and castor oil. And here's my current favorite castor oil, by the way. Let me show it to you. So both products are from NEFELIBATA LOKAL. I'll just link them down below or insert a screenshot somewhere on the screen so you can check out their page if you want, and you might love their products too. So this is their castor oil. Can you guys see it? Yeah, and this is their lip rescue oil. So I apply this before I sleep, and I can see that they're very effective since I don't have a really thick brows or long lashes. And sometimes I also use Peach Cause's lip scrub. I'll also link them down below because the product is not here with me right now, so I can't show it to you. Paano maging fresh like you? I don't look fresh all the time. Always remember that what you see on social media is just a projection of a person. So if you think they always look like that, they don't. So if you think I always look like this, I don't. Do you have a tattoo? What do you think? Well, yes, I do have 3 of them. One on the back of my ear, one on my back, and on my left side here. And my mom actually knows about them, but I did not ask for permission because I just went home and they're already on my skin. Huwag niyo ako tularan, guys. Anong luto ng itlog gusto mo? Sunny side up. Sunny side up forever. What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen? Virus detected, because that was our Wi-Fi's name. I was the one who named it. 3 things you need to have in your bag: my phone, my wallet, and my earphones. Can't live without them. Can't leave the house without them. How to boost immune system? Well, exercise, eat a lot of healthy foods like fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of water, always wash your hands, wear face mask, and avoid going to polluted places. What is your favorite conspiracy theory? I'm more fond of watching unsolved murder cases than conspiracy theories, but I guess my favorites are that Julius Caesar and Jesus are basically the same person, and that Hitler was an illegitimate child of Jose Rizal. Even though there were a lot of proofs that these aren't true. Since when did you start supporting local businesses? Pa-shoutout po, I'm a fan. Isabel, thank you. You're not a fan, you're my friend. But I started supporting local businesses. Siguro sa makeup brands, I started to support them last year. Pero hindi pa ganun ka fully support like how I do it or how I support them now. But I started to support them last year when I decided to stop purchasing makeup brands that conduct animal testing, because it was the same year when I started to support non-government organizations that rescue, rehabilitate, adopt, or put stray animals for adoption. And it would be hypocrite of me to support organizations like them if I keep on using makeup brands or products that aren't cruelty free. So that's when I started to support local makeup brands, and also started to support small and local businesses this quarantine, because I am aware that a lot of people have lost their jobs. So therefore they just started to make a business or sell things online. And I feel like I am also supporting them in a way that they'll be able to provide their needs, because I know they started their business not because they want to get rich, but more of because they want to survive or provide their needs and food on the table. Also, I just want to let you know, guys, that just because product or a brand is very affordable and cheap doesn't mean the products themselves are cheap, because this one, for example, this is from Pitchcos and I'm using it right now on my lips, and they're very affordable. Just because they're small brands, they can't be as good as the ones that you can buy from the malls. So I really highly recommend you guys to try more local brands and support small businesses, especially in this time of pandemic. Your pet peeve or pet peeves. Mwah, love you and miss you. I love you to Kathleen Ann Alegre, and I miss you too. Pet peeves. I'm the type of person who gets annoyed very easily. I'm a very temperamental person, and most of the times I wasn't even aware that I'm annoyed at something or at someone until they're already right in front of me. And yeah, but some of the things that I'm actually annoyed the most about are, first, when people loves to brag about the material things that they have, or even if not material things, when people love to brag about the things that they did not work hard for, and when they take all the credit, and when drivers don't know how to stop or slow down in front of pedestrian lanes. What makes you happy the most? PS, shout out naman po ILY. Shout out to Daniel Antonio, I love you too. What makes me the happiest? Kung gaano ako kadaling mainis, ganun din ako kadaling mapasaya, because I appreciate the simplest gestures. But what I think is the thing that makes me the happiest is when the people I love makes me feel loved too and appreciated, when they trust me, when they have a secret to tell, when they have problems and the first person that they want to talk to is me. That's when I feel the happiest. And when my feelings for them are being reciprocated, when I feel like I'm being loved and appreciated back. Yeah, that's what makes me the happiest. Any words po for those who are discouraged and feel irrelevant? Love you, ate. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare your progress to other people's success. And stop seeking validation from other people, especially if you can't give it first to yourself. It's very important to take social media breaks once in a while, because I feel like you should spend a lot more time getting to know yourself more. Also, surround yourself with positive people, because I feel like if you're surrounded with positive people, then it will highly affect how the way you think. If you are surrounded by positive people, then you'll also feel positive emotions and you'll also have positive mindset. So I think it's very important to surround yourself with positive people. If you could restart 2020, what are 3 things you'd redo or wish you'd done earlier? ILY. I love you too, Kat. I just wish I traveled more. I wish I spent more time with my friends outside our house, going to places. But yeah, regrets. Advice for your 15-year-old self. It's actually hard to give advice to a person you can barely remember, but I think if I were to meet my 15-year-old self, I'd tell her that you don't need a boy's validation. You don't need to depend your self-worth on someone, and if someone doesn't love you back or like you back, it says more about them than it says about you, because that is their perception. And I think love and like are both subjective, so you don't have to be affected heavily by what other people feel and can't feel about you. How are you coping with COVID-19? How do you spend your time while on quarantine? How do you cope up with everything that's happening right now? I know that this time has been very difficult to all of us. Well, to most of us, if not all of us, but it's really hard, not only financially for some people, but also mentally, because being stuck in the same place every day, not being able to go out, meet your friends, do the things that you love, and make you feel normal, I think it highly affects your mental health. So it's very important to spend a lot more time with your family at home and to do the things that you love, even if you're just at home, like watch your favorite movies, read your favorite books, or write good memories that you can think of, or make plans. What are the things that you want to do after this quarantine or this pandemic? And that's also the way of how I cope up with things. When I think of negative things, I just try to shut them out and focus more on things that make me happy and make me feel okay and peaceful. And I spend my time, well, during the weekdays I have work, and I'm actually very privileged, and I'm aware of that I work in a company that actually cares for their employees. They provide the equipments that we need in order for us to work more efficiently. I get to earn money every month, and that's actually a good thing because I did not lose my job, and I've also been saving a lot more money than I did for the past year because I don't have to pay my rent and I don't have to buy groceries or food outside because I'm just here at home. And during my rest days, I just do the things that I can do during the weekdays. I play video games, I binge watch my favorite series, I read books, or sometimes I spend more time with my dogs and with my family because I can really talk to them when I have work. So those are the things that I do. Also, I spend a lot of time on Instagram during the weekends because yeah, I have some brands to promote, and that's basically everything that I do. That has been my routine for the past months. We know hindi ganun kadaling apply agad yung don't mind what others think. What is the first step? Well, I do mind what other people think of me. We are all human. I think one way or another will really get affected by how other people perceive us to be, but the only opinion that matter are the opinions of the people who really know you deeply, because it only means that they want to see you improve and grow more into a better person. So learn how to accept constructive criticisms from the people that know you or people you care about and care about you too. But if those opinions will come from the people who don't really know you or who only know you by name, then I don't think that you should listen to them or you should let them affect you, because if they really don't know you and they just keep on talking badly about you, then they don't want to see you grow. They only want you to feel and think that you can't improve anymore or you can't learn from your past mistakes. And I don't think that's constructive criticism at all. If anything, it's destructive criticism. So learn how to listen about people's opinion of you only if they really know you. What has life taught you so far? I think in my 21 years of existence, what I've learned the most is that what you can't let go will only burden you in the long run. Not all people, not everything, and not everyone is worth the stay in your life. You have to learn how to let them go. Also, if a person in your past life who is not in your present life anymore has any opinions about you, what they say about you is already invalid, because you are not that person anymore. And if they are not in your life today, then it just means that that version of you is the only version that they'll ever get to know of, and that won't define you anymore because you are not the same person. You have changed, and it's a shame for them because they'll never be able to know that new version and current version of you. For you, what is love? Love is a lot of things. Love is everywhere. Love is commitment. You can't say you love something or someone if you can't stay committed to them. You can't say you love something if you give up on it easily. And love stays regardless of the time. It just changes its form, but it's still love regardless. Love conquers all juries, and love is not blind. If anything, it actually makes you see. It just teaches you how to accept the things that you see, even if you don't want to see them. Love is having faith. It is knowing how to trust and to forgive. And love gets tired. But after a little bit of rest, you'll go back on track because you don't give up on the things or the people that you love. Love doesn't look at someone's past, gender, status in life. If anything, it only looks in the potential. So love is a lot of words actually, and I don't think I can use one to describe it because it carries a lot of deep meanings for me. Also, I think it's very important for the teenage people out there to know that there are a lot of kinds of love, and you shouldn't just focus on romantic love. Love is everywhere, but sometimes people just tend to not look at it because we are looking at it in a different form. So we think it's not there even if it's there. Willing ka bang magbigay ng second chance? Yes. I'm willing to give out chances not only to other people but also to myself, because I believe in a person's capability to grow and to learn from past mistakes. But I think giving out chances actually says more about you than about the people you are going to give out chances, because if you are emotionally capable of handling or getting over whatever that is that they've done to you, then I think there's no harm in giving another chance. But if you're the type of person who dwells on something bad that has happened in the past, then I don't think you're very capable of forgiving, because I don't believe that you should forgive but not forget. Because if you only forgive but not forget, then I don't think that's even forgiving at all. Would you rather love someone you can't have or have someone you can't love? I think I'd rather have someone I can't love, because I believe that love can be learned. That if you are with someone or with something for a long period of time already, eventually you'll learn how to love them. And why would I give myself an emotional torture of loving someone that I can't have? May office mate ka bang DDS? Yes, meron. And most of them are apolitical actually. Kung si Bongo at Bato maglalaban bilang presidente, sinong mananalo? Let's just hope that neither of them. We have suffered hard and long enough for the past years. I think we deserve to have a leader who actually knows how to be a leader, who knows how to prioritize things, who doesn't oppress his people. We deserve someone who has the heart for its country and its citizens. Best memory as part of the student council. I think what makes it memorable for me is that no event was easy to plan or easy to conduct, but it's the victory after that matters, and the friendship that was built inside our organization. Is it still okay to pursue journalism amidst the press freedom conflict in the Philippines? Yes, definitely. All the more reason why you should take up journalism, even though this has been a very challenging time for the media. Media plays a vital role in our everyday lives, even if I think sometimes we don't realize it. And journalists have been the voice of the voiceless. They help us see the truth about something or someone for who and what they really are. And the reason that they are being silenced right now is because some people don't want us to know the truth. So I think that's all the more reason why you should take up journalism, because our country needs a lot more journalists. Ate, your stand on a repressive school administration. Hehe, ILY. I love you too, Bianca. I think it is the school administration's responsibility to discipline their students, but I don't think that they have the right to tell them what they should and shouldn't fight for, or alter their beliefs and political stand. So I honestly really think that the school administration have no rights to prohibit its students in doing protests and voicing out their opinions, because they are protesting because they see that something is wrong, that something lacks, that something is rotten in the system. And how can this administration, how can this institution, how can anything, even the government improve if they don't know how to take criticisms and listen to the people under them? So yeah, in conclusion, I don't think any school administration has the rights to control their students, especially on what they should and shouldn't believe in and what they should and shouldn't fight for. Paano hindi maging bobo? Educate yourself. You know, it's not hard to find legit sources and factual information nowadays. So educate yourself. What do you think are the solutions to prevent animal cruelty? First is be aware that it is actually happening. Second is be educated more about this. Third is to educate other people. Fourth is advocate. Well, if you are not brave enough or confident enough to fight for it publicly, I think it's always okay to start in a smaller circle. Educate your friends, the people that are closest to you, and that way you can spread awareness. You can't make it stop in just a snap of your fingers. You can't change the world. You can start with yourself and with the people around you. Also, utilize it in your everyday life. If you're against animal cruelty, then research about the products that you use. Are they conducting animal testing? Are they cruelty-free? Because I think you can't advocate for something if you don't know how to apply it. What is your opinion about abortion? This is a very sensitive topic, and I completely understand if you don't share the same stand or if you believe otherwise, but I am not against it. I remember this time when I was in second year high school. We had this one subject and our teacher asked us to debate on specific topics, and I remember that abortion was one of them. Our teacher chose our stand, and I remember that I had a hard time defending my stand and proving my point because I was against during that time, but years later my perspective had changed. I also did my research a few years ago because I remember having this conversation with my co-officer, and he was against it. He. I honestly think that regarding this topic, the only ones who have the right to give out opinions are women. No vagina, no opinion. I believe that a woman has the right to do whatever she wants to do with her body. She has the right to decide when she wants to give birth or when she doesn't want to have a child. Also, believe it or not all women are physically capable of bearing a child. Giving birth itself is already a life-risking situation. What more for the women who have health conditions and health complications? It can be really dangerous for them. Also, again, trigger warning, how about the rape victims? What if they don't want to keep the baby? What if they don't want to be reminded of something that they try so hard to forget? What if they don't want something to relieve the trauma or cause them to feel much worse than they already do? Also, from what I've read, legalizing abortion has restrictions, reservations. You can't just abort a child if it's already a child. You can't abort a baby if the mother is a month due. So basically speaking, you are not killing a child, you are killing a cell or a part of a woman's body because life itself hasn't been formed yet. Also, my co-officer told me that for the rape victims, they can just keep the child for 9 months and then put it for adoption after. So you're telling me that the victim should suffer carrying that child for months only for it to be given out like a puppy after? I don't think that's pro-life at all. Also, aside from corrupt politicians and improper allocation of funds, I think one of the main reasons why poverty exists is because of overpopulation. Because some people are just pro-life when it's inside the woman's body, but what about after it comes out? What if the family doesn't have any source of funds to provide food for the entire family? So what will happen to that life after it was born? Also remember, just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's not happening in our country. In legalizing abortion, I think we can provide the proper medical assistance that the women need instead of doing it illegally, wherein there is no guarantee that the medical equipments or the medical practitioner that is going to conduct the abortion is actually safe, or the doctor really knows whatever it is that he's doing. If we are going to keep on condemning women for having abortion and not deciding to keep the baby, then I think it should also be illegal for men to run away from their responsibilities. And I cannot even imagine the level of audacity that the men have whenever they give out their opinion and stand about this. So that's basically it. That's all the questions that you guys have asked, and I hope I have managed to answer them accordingly and correctly, and I hope you learned a thing or two from me. I'd also like to hear your opinion about the things that I've said, and again, I am only voicing out what I think is right or what I believe in. So don't attack me. Feel free to comment down below, even if you have a different viewpoint. I totally respect it. Also, I decided that I'd mention a non-profit organization in my videos whenever I upload, so that you can donate if you have spare money, or if you want to help, you can just share their page. And today I would like to introduce you to For Our Farmers. I will link down their Twitter and Instagram account below. You can donate to them. No amount is too small when it comes to donation and helping other people. And you can help a farmer, the farmers of this country, if you're going to donate to them, and you can also help their child finish their studies. So for more information, please, I really do hope that you'll visit their page, or if you can't donate, you can just share their profile. I think it would really be a great help. Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you so much if you're watching up to this point. I just want you to know that you are loved, you are special, you are worthy, you are appreciated, and you are a lot stronger than you think you are. Be kind to yourself because you deserve it. Bye!